Over the past 2 months, GCC dropped some of the most unexpected customs, updating old designs, bringing in new ones to the market, and dropping some unique accessories that changed the custom game. Thanks to GCC for sending over the November wave and some highlights of the October wave. From the October wave, Plo Koon arrives in a beautiful brown print, featuring a single print on the torso and legs and no arm printing. This helps keep the cost down and the figure cheap. Using an official Plo head was the right move for GCC to make. This makes the figure overall feel more Lego-like. A custom cape made by GCC is included with this Plo Koon figure. I overall like the cape, and it feels different, but in a good way. And it's a cape. Retailing for $15, this is a must pickup if you love the Wolfpack or own GCC's Commander Wolf. GCC's P2 Horn Company Trooper updates LEGO's old design that was first made back in the year of 2011. Do you guys remember when GCC didn't include arm printing with their army builders? Well, this army builder has arm printing, and that's amazing. Another Battlefront 2 figure drops with this 187th Jet Trooper. It utilizes LEGO's already existing design from the Battlefront 2 skin and looks basically the same as LEGO's 501st Jet Trooper. GCC is using their replica mold with this figure, and I love it because it helps keep prices down. One thing I would think was a big missed opportunity was giving the 187th Jet Trooper a jetpack. It just doesn't complete the figure and it feels almost unfinished. And another thing I would have loved to see on this figure was dual molded legs. GCC needs to bring back the original dual molded legs for the 501st Trooper as well. Another figure that uses GCC's pad printed replica helmet is Commander Neo. Being from the 91st Recon, you guys know, this guy is cool. The most unique thing about Neo is his back printing. He features more pockets than a standard clone, and the only other clone GCC had that had multiple pockets was the replica Phase 2 Greek. For $22, this figure is a hard price to beat. Guys, we're getting a name clone with arm printing for $22. It is a great time to be a fan of custom LEGO. This is the last figure in the lineup of the highlights for GCC's October wave, this being the Iron Guard. This figure is a recolor of GCC's and Hein's previous Senate Guard, which was dark blue, or blue from the Senate Commando. I hope this is not just me, but I actually love the Iron Guard more than the blue Senate Guard that GCC rolled out. This is just such a stellar looking figure and can be used in so many different mocks. I hope you guys are still with me because GCC released 8 figures in their November drop. Another Padme figure. This variant being the White Dress Senator. Pad printed on all official parts except for the custom head and cape. The custom head featuring 2 face expressions, one being more neutral and the other looking like Anakin's choking her.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Hello there.
Anyways, the cape that comes with this Padme figure is made by GCC. This is amazing. We're getting more cloths by GCC, and they are ultimately better than Legos. One thing to be noted about Padme's cape is it does look a little burnt on the edges, more like tildly burnt because of the laser cutting method that GCC uses. This has happened to Plo's cape as well, but it's basically invisible because it's the brown color. It's way more noticeable on the white. This should not deter you from buying the figure. It's just something to be noted. I do hope GCC fixes this if they ever release another white cape. Just like their commas, this cape is very strong. It will not fray on you, and it definitely won't rip. I really did try to rip it in half for a second there. These are very durable, and I'm happy with that. GCC also dropped 3 new clones, consisting of the Eclipse Commander, the Termination Trooper, and the Mustard Commander. The Shadow Commander looks amazing. He features a custom metallic helmet that really brings out the visor mold, and it costs $38. Yes, you heard me correctly, $38 for a non-named character. The knockup for the price is definitely the official helmet. I really wish GCC went with a replica helmet, because that would have really kept costs down. Now, don't get me wrong, this figure is amazing. It features amazing arm printing and some bandolier straps that look really cool. It's just the last time I can remember a figure being this expensive was months ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, my brain fails me sometimes. Now, this Purge Trooper is awesome. Retailing for $24 USD, this feels like such a strong deal, especially with the custom in-house airborne mold. I don't remember which class of Purge Trooper this is, but if you guys know, let me know down in the comments below. The arm printing on this figure is great. You can see the Imperial logo, and this is really great for some Fallen Order fans out there. GCC drops the 13th Commander with a printed pauldron. Now, there are 2 groups of people who like printed pauldrons and people who don't like them. I personally don't like them. GCC solved the printed pauldron issue for this drop with a replacement torso for the 13th Commander. For only $5, you can get a non-printed pauldron figure, and this kind of, satisfies both parties who like printed pauldron and those who don't like printed pauldron. This figure is pad printed on all official parts, including the helmet. I really wish GCC would have used a replica helmet to keep costs down, because $32 for a commander is a little bit expensive considering we just got Neo for $22. I mean, this is just me rambling at this point. This is a cool figure and definitely a pickup if you're a Fallen Order fan. Let's go over really quickly these updated prints and designs that were dropped in this wave, including Commander Pawns, Top, Dogma, and Emry. Now, the updated Pawns print is, well, interesting, with the older one having a more maroon color look to it and the newer one having a more reddish brown look to it, which is more accurate to the figure overall. The new figure got some design updates, including on the knees and the helmet, and a little bit on the breather mouth. Now, what this really means is the first V1 Pawns is still going to be exclusive. It still has that color and the old design. The new one, though, is really cool because it's more accurate to the figure overall, and it has some little design choices that look great. GCC also updated Dogma and Tup, and wow, these figures look amazing. The biggest update for Dogma was that red triangle on his helmet being a little bigger, and they definitely made the right choice doing that. And the biggest update for Tup was having his stripes on his legs being a tad bit longer. Now, while these are small updates, these are really appreciated. It just shows how GCC just keeps getting better with each drop. The updated arms, helmets, and leg prints really show on these figures. While the arm printing and the leg printing is small and minute, it definitely shows the very best that GCC has to offer. GCC Emry is back with a V2. This is a collaboration with Brick Daddy minifigures. Besides the updated printing on the torso and back and arms, the updated face design looks amazing. The extra wrinkles and details on the face really bring out Emry's personality and elevate this figure 100 times over. This figure also has two expressions, one with the goggles and one being without the goggles in a more neutral expression. Granted, Emry is neutral all the time. This figure was really well done, and I hope we get to see more Brick Daddy and GCC collaborations in the future. GCC also released some updated helmets, including the Elite, the Yellow Commander, a fixed 5s helmet, and a fixed Shadow Commander. The major differences in these updated helmets is the fact that they have helmet holes now, but it's singular, not double holed like Legos. Now, this Elite Trooper helmet is slightly more special. It has a metallic green visor that really shadows the old one. The new one just looks so amazing. Now, for all these helmets being replicas, and for $2.50, you can easily get an Elite helmet and replace it with your old one, and it just looks 1,000 times better. Let's take a look at the new 5's helmet. It has an updated print on the fin, and this is more accurate to the Clone Wars, with it being flush to the fin, instead of GCC's old ones being spread apart. Now, this also comes with the hole, so you can create his iconic look with his rangefinder. This was a big thing for me when they released the older helmet, that it didn't have holes for the rangefinder. Oh yeah, and these are GCC's 13th Battalion replacement arms for the grunt they released a while back, which didn't come with printed arms. This is great, and I'm happy that they're keeping this continuity up. These past two GCC drops were amazing. Let me know if you guys got anything from these drops down in the comment section below. I will have links to resellers and GCC's site down in the description. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.